All right, so here today we do in fact have patch notes. This is collab part 2 update pretty much over here. It should be the start to the summer celebration. Let's see if there's anything good in this one, if anything actually is solid. But let's see. It should be Freyr and then, what's his face? Helbram. That's what it should exactly be. So this is the event notice. Let's see it over here. Yup, that's Freyr. Pretty sure that's Freyr. So there we go. We have Summer Freyr. We have... Is that even a summer costume, or is this just Freyr itself? Sun God Freyr. He has seasonals on his banner, but that doesn't look like a seasonal, does it? We'll find out now. Is this a seasonal or not? Sun God Freyr, though. Pretty cool. Can't say anything against it, I guess. Let's see. So we have his ult animation will probably be the same thing. It literally looks like Gilgamesh over here. Yet we still can't get Gilgamesh. Write that down. So he's a blue instead of a red, obviously speaking. Unknown Remains, SSR. First, we always do the banner. That's like a tradition, so we gotta check the banner first. It has green tier, first rerun. It also has the seasonals on there as well, so that's cool, I guess, if you need a 6/6, you're Ellie. And it also has blue Scotty. So that's like the three solid ones, right? Freyr, if you don't, Freya, if you don't have her 6/6, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is kind of dookie. But yeah, he's not a summer character. Okay. So this is what we have over here. Let's check the kit. This hero's unique, only activates in deathmatch. What? What? Hero's basic stats increased by 7% for each ally participating in battle. The hero's skills are ranked up at the start of the battle, limit once. All debuffs are removed from all allies when the hero uses a single target attack. Allies who have debuffs removed are healed 10% of their max HP. For each debuff removed, increase the stats of allies by 10% when the hero uses a skill limit 3 times. If all allies are alive, their damage dealt to enemies increases by 30%, and damage taken decreases by 30%. Huh. So what's he for? Is he for that new like chaos thing that they added in? That new Endura boss? Is that what he's for? He's exclusively for deathmatch. So I guess that's what they're going for. Cancel stance on one enemy and inflicts damage equal to 250% of attack, then stuns for 2 turns. It inflicts light spear damage equal to 250% attack on all enemies. Over here inflicts equal damage 10 to 80%, then death damage 100%, and then obviously it scales the number of death damage to 100%. Is that what they're going for? They're going for an Endura. I thought we had to use fairies on that only. Are we going for Endura clear with this? Changing of the team comp, or does he work with them? I have no idea. Yeah. I think it's an Endura thing. That's what they're doing here. That sucks. I really want him to be a unit for PvP. Wow. That sucks. Okay. We'll take that, I guess, for what it is. That's like the biggest L in history, dude. Making Freyr a freaking deathmatch unit. Okay, well, I mean, anybody here, nobody even cares about Endura. Nobody actually, in my comment section, I've uploaded like, I think 3 guides for Endura. Nobody cares. They just say, go, what's the next video? This is dog crap. Nobody gives a crap. Nobody even likes Endura. So they make up a character for Endura. That is insanity. Hey, you need soul leveling funds? Pull on soul leveling. You need to save for anniversary? Pull on anniversary. Hero Arena Season 14 over here, 7986 is Hero Arena, so we're going to get this over here. It does give a few gems, remember that, per clear per week, so make sure to take care and start farming this if you need extra gems for that. Here's the clear count rewards. Here's the Arena season shop. They also are bringing back the Sacred Treasure shop costume sale, and these 3 things are going to be on sale. If you're in need of extra Demonic Beast Howlix materials, they actually, or that works for that. If you need Red Demon, that works for that one. And then Great Demon, that works for that one. So, curious on why these are rerunning right now? It's not even, oh, that's what they're going to do. Ah, there it is. So what they're going to do is, they're going to make the global anniversary of the Summer Festival. Because again, this is clearly not the summer update. So what they're going to do is exactly what they did last year. So it's confirmed then catastrophes, right? They're going to just make it a waifu summer update. They just did that on Tower of God. The same thing they did last year. They did like 4 female characters and 1 male character, like skins and characters and such. So that's like their waifu update there. Solo Leveling has an idol collab and then also a summer costume for another waifu. Now, this game doing the same thing. So Never was just like, hey, full send summer just for Summer Festival. So instead of merging summer here, just a full-blown Summer Festival next week. Or 2 weeks from now. That's probably the goal. Loving the Snow over here. We have Merlin and Escanor costume purchased there. Village donation event, pretty standard stuff. Yeah, 1 million gold, 6 of those, pretty cool. System updates description for the Demon King Vattel Ultimate Move revised. The text misses when attack enemies who have crit damage increase effect has been deleted. Bunch of bug fixes, holy hell. When the remaining claim period for weekly subscription bundle is 3 days or less, the purchase button does not appear. If Army of Shadows Predator Beru dies during battle, Principal Prefect Repose of Soul Hell's retrogression effect does not activate. Dragon power from Proven Power Milim Nava cannot be removed by ally skills, except those classified as attack/debuff. Players may be unable to enter or re-enter the Time Loop Dungeon after forfeiting a battle when the lineup includes S-Rank Hunter, Monarch, Shadows, Sung Jinwoo. When the Sweet Temptation Druid's Zenari removes allies' buffs or debuffs, the ultimate gauge does not increase as intended by unique effects. When Abyssal Shadow Nightmare Somnock equips the Beauty Costume Witch's Hat, some graphics do not display correctly. In PvP, the battle results screen may not be displayed properly on certain occasions. After clearing Chapter 7, Episode 121, Robbed of Power, the Demon King unlock pop-up is displayed incorrectly. And then partial mission conditions eased in the Ant Cave raid. So there you go. They listened on that one, I guess. Seen a lot of players complaining about the Ant Cave. That it takes too long to like sort of complete and such, but that's pretty much what the patch notes looks like. It's, if anything, a very dead week. This is part 2 to the collab. It should be much more alive than this. I'm guessing what they did is no LR in here, so they didn't put Hellbrim in here. Why? Because then they don't have any content next week. So to separate the content, they'll give you Hero Arena this week, okay? And then give you Hellbrim next week, right? I was wondering, they weren't putting out the teasers for the LR. I'm like, okay, that's what that means, huh? Right? If Voldemort has the leaks, he sees it in the files, they had it ready, they just chose to drop it next week instead, to separate the content so you don't feel like this feels like a very dead update. They don't want next week to also feel like a dead update, so this will feel like a partially dead update, but next week will equal partially dead update, which together makes an okay update, I guess. Right? That's like their logic right now. So yeah, that's like what they went for. So if you're wondering where Hellbrim is, he is MIA for the reason of, I'm guessing, making next week a bit better, but I don't even know if this unit's good. I don't even know if it's worth it. If you care to farm Endura, I'm guessing that's what they made this for, deathmatch, right? There's nothing else of value other than Endura, right? Or farming like here and there bosses that are part of a deathmatch in the future. But it's up to you if you care. I probably think that just solo leveling or festivals like the only priority there, or waiting if August has a festival for you. Don't really think this is much care here, bud. And let me know what you think. Maybe I'm wrong. Take care, have fun. That's been it for me. Dude, they used this design on a freaking deathmatch unit. You know how miserable that is? Use this unit on a deathmatch unit. No. I have no idea. All right, take care, have fun. That's all I got for you here today. Peace out.